Reet, Peter here from Triple G Comics. Welcome back. Before we get into the video, please like and subscribe. Don't forget we've got a 500 sub video coming up. Haven't we? Got a 500 sub giveaway coming up where you can win these books. So please check that out. Quick video today just to talk to you a little bit about some of the stuff I picked up at Christmas, some of the presents I got and all that kind of jazz. First things first, you'll notice my absolutely stunning new top, which frames my physique marvelously. This was a gift from my wife. Absolutely over the moon with this. Wasn't expecting it because, to be fair, she got very little interest in my YouTube stuff. She doesn't watch it. So this was a complete surprise to us, and I love it. So thank you very much, Ilona. Right. Start off with a couple of things. So first of all, I didn't pick these. These were a gift from my good friend Doug, Sarah, and Lottie. And I just love them. So this is an old style Action Force poster. So Action Force in the UK was basically before G.I. Joe. So really like that. I'm going to stick that in a frame and pop that up on my wall somewhere. Really love that. And they also gave us this one, which again, I absolutely love. So like I said, Action Force was really our UK version of G.I. Joe, I guess, before G.I. Joe came over here. And you can see some of the characters you can get there. I can't remember having many of those figures back in the day. But yeah, I just love it. Love it. So again, I'll put them in a frame and stick them up on the wall. So, just before Christmas, I popped into Travelling Man, my local comic shop, and I treated myself to 2 books. I thought it's Christmas, so I'll get something light and easy to read. So I picked up Mouse. Haven't read it yet. It's a book I've never read, and people always tell us it's a bit like your Watchmen, isn't it? It's one of these books that people say, oh, you've got to have read Mouse. So I saw this and I thought, well, I've never read it and I fancy it, so I picked it up. I haven't read through it just yet. If you haven't seen this before, it's basically the story of, I think, World War II and the prisoner of war camps as told by mice. And it's apparently an absolute heart-wrenching read. It's all about the Holocaust. So, and then he said, I'm looking forward to reading it. I am looking forward to reading it. I've no doubt it'll be a hard read, but it's a book that I just feel I've got to read because I've heard so many good things about it, and I like a bit of history, so looking forward to getting into that one. Totally other ends of the spectrum. This was recommended by Chris Avery Stewart. Barbaric. This is about a barbarian who's cursed by witches and has an axe that talks to him, and whenever he kills people, that axe gets drunk on blood. So yeah, it's interesting. Chris said that this was a good read. I have read it now. I'm going to do a review video shortly on it, but a bit of a spoiler, I absolutely adore this book. It's hilarious. It's the artwork is stunning. I'm desperate to get volume 2. This has just come out, I think, so I don't think volume 2 is out yet, but I'll really looking forward to reading the next volume in this. It got us hooked straight away. Really recommend that if you like your blood and your gore and your kind of your monsters and stuff like that. Really interesting read. So I like that one. So on to Christmas presents, and I was spoiled rotten. So you will recognize that I've got first appearances and first issues of some of these books. What I tend to do, because I do read comics, what I tend to do is I like to get the first appearances of the first issues of key books, and I keep them nice and pristine. And then I like to pick up the trade paperback and read them within an inch of the life, so I can be a bit more relaxed about where I read, like in the bath. So heard great things about this. Like I say, got a couple of first issues of it, but this is Wind. I got my first issue signed by James Tynion and Michael, butcher his name again, Delineus. Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to reading this one. It's a funny one. It's like a little. It's not a proper comic size. It's see if I've got a comic handy. Have I got a comic handy? I've always got a comic handy. Some of these comics. So it's not. You see, it's not comic book size, which is interesting because I'm sure the comic is normal comic size. So I don't know if I don't know. Anyway, looking forward to reading that one. So that's Wind, and I will do a review on that when I've read it. highly recommended by my friend Ephraim over at Past Point One Comics, is We Live. Again, I've got the first issue of this, but I've encased it in hard plastic. So We Live. Looking forward to reading that one. Now, this, I don't know if it's the full first series or not, because I don't think there was many issues, was there? So I'm hoping that this is the full storyline. Looking forward to getting into that one. Oh God, another one. Sorry, I'm seeing another one. I've got like 3 sets of this, so really I should have read the comics. But anyway, I've bought it anyway. Well, my wife's bought it for us. This is Stray Dogs. Full series of the first series, Stray Dogs 1 to 5. Looking forward to get again a book I've heard tons of great things about. I like this. It's got all the different covers in the back, and I've got a set of the normal covers and I think 2 or 3 sets of the horror covers. A little bit obsessive. There we are. Again, got the first issue, Witches. I think this is the full story, although it does say volume 1 on the front. I think it's the full story, but it doesn't collect. Is it Bad Eggs, which I think was a follow-on to it? I think yes, yeah. So it doesn't contain Bad Eggs, so I'll have to try and pick that one up. Really looking forward to getting at that one. This is right up my street. This is jock artwork. It's horror. Yeah. I think the guys on the Nerd Herd reviewed this and gave it a good score. So looking forward to getting myself stuck into that one. We've got Joe Hill, Basket of Heads. I love Joe Hill's work. I started reading Joe Hill's work when I was on holiday one year, and I picked up what's the book called? Heart-Shaped Box. Which is a novel, and I absolutely loved it. So I've subsequently picked up all of these books, and I hadn't realised he's Stephen King's son. I also hadn't realised that he wrote Lock and Key, which is one of my favourite stories of all time. So love his work, pick this up, can't wait to get into that one. Next one, Absolute Carnage, Omnibus. I don't read masses of modern Marvel stuff, but I do quite like a Venom and Carnage story, so I shall read this one, see what I think of it. I tend to read these, and if it's a really good story, I'll keep it. If it's something I'm not particularly enthralled with, I'll stick it on Facebook and sell it after I've read it. But yeah, Absolute Carnage. I don't know if this collects Null and all that kind of jazz or not. We'll see when we go. I'll put that down there. Now, next two. I absolutely, there's a pun there, I absolutely adore the DC Absolute editions. So these are bigger than comic book size hardback novels. They come in slipcases. That's lush. And they're always absolutely stunning. I've got a fairly extensive collection of them. I've got pretty much all of the ones that they've brought out that I'm interested in. I haven't got the Sandman ones yet. Sorry. Ooh, I love the smell of a nice new book. Does anybody else do that, or is that just me? Ooh, no. Anyway, so yeah, they're always stunningly bound. The artwork's huge, and just always beautiful. I love that. I love that straight away. So this is a really good series that I read in single issues when it came out years and years ago. DC New Frontier. And this collects the full series of New Frontier, as well as a lot of the one-shots. There's a tremendous story in this of Batman and Superman's first meeting and how Batman takes down Superman, basically, which is brilliant. So yeah, absolute format, absolutely brilliant. Love them. Really recommend those books. And Chris, if you're watching, I will do a video on all my absolutes because I've got a fair few and I love them. So here's the thing. I love an absolute format, and I like to get as many of them as I can, and I like to collect like all of the character stories. Sometimes even if that story's utter shit, like the next book I'm going to show you. So I've got pretty much all of the Batman absolute editions, except this one. So I got this for Christmas, which is Frank Miller and Jim Lee's absolute all-star Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder. Now, artwork on this is phenomenal because it's by Jim Lee. and he can't. I mean, he's just one of the best artists out there. But it's by Frank Miller, and I'm going to say something controversial here, and I'll get loads of thumbs down and hate. Some of his work of the last few years has been pretty ropey, and I think from memory, I will go back and reread this because I read the single issues when they came out, but I'm pretty sure his interpretation of Batman in this series is just dire, absolutely dire. So I'm looking forward to getting back into this and seeing if it's as bad as I remember it being. I'm pretty sure there's a bit where him and Robin fight Green Lantern and they paint the entire house and everything in the house yellow. Anyway, let us know what you think of Frank Miller's work, because I'm interested to see if it's just that I've got older and I've been turned off by it a bit, or if it I don't know. Just let us know what you think. So anyway, that's absolute all-star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder, to go with the rest of my Batman Absolute collection. And you cannot go wrong really with the artwork on that. Like I say, Jim Lee's Batman is phenomenal. So that's my whack. That's what I got for Christmas. I also got some of the bits and bobs and some money. And a little gift voucher for Travelling Man. So I'm going to go there today and fill me boots. So, like I say, you're getting 2 today. That's your whack again. And I'll catch you next time. Take care, guys. Bye now.